Hello friends, and thanks for joining us today. If you worked with me before, then welcome back. If it's your first time, I encourage you to grab your mud and your knife, work along with me. Now let's get to it. Now I start with my pre-hung drywall. It's already been hung, which is why I call it pre-hung. And the first thing we'll start with is the seams. Now these aren't as hard as they seem. Take a little fiberglass mesh tape. Now we'll cover up this little rascal. Now we'll flash the colors across the screen that we'll be using and just get this mixed up. Now this is my drywall hawk, but it's a small one, so it's more of a bluebird. Well, let's switch to my drywall pan. It's a little easier. For the first coat, we'll mix this up to the consistency of a mayo. Let's just go ahead and put him on the knife and pull down. Pull down. Just cover all the tape. And when I'm applying, I'm putting pressure here and leaving off pressure on this side. And then on this side, so you're kind of making a little mound. Go ahead and feather him out. Yeah. Oh, just like that. Now when you get to the inside corner, the paper tape. This will save the day. Watch that fold. Crease it. Creates a nice little corner. Now when you're doing corners, that's what the mud pan is for. Go ahead and get you a good amount of paint on your knife. Scrape it on the pan, then watch this. Get this little roll of mud on your knife like that. You see that? Get this little pocket. Watch this. Put it on your pan. Now scrape it. Now you've got one side of mud on your knife. Turn it around. Well, I'll just show you on this small section. Let's get that wet. Just lay a little layer of mud on it. Let's fold your little paper and place that guy right there. There you go. Now maybe a little corner lives back in there. After you get your tape into position, you're gonna pull all the mud back out. So go ahead and stick it with a good amount of pressure. Let's stick it to the wall. Now you may see a little spot where it didn't get mud in there. Go ahead and stick it to the wall. Get back there, stick it. Okay, let's straighten this out. Now we'll do the other side. And watch all the mud come out. There we go. Get rid of that little rascal. That's not stuck down very well. Let's make sure, just pull it over. If you have trouble, pull it over. Let's get all the mud back out from underneath that tape. There we go. Now watch this screw hole. Put it on. Some people think that's mudding. No. The idea is to take it all back off and leave exactly what was trying to be filled. Go ahead and fold your paper tape. And stick it in the corner. There we go. Just like that. First coat with the tape. Take it all back on. Come, let's put on our outside corner. And just pull this down. We're gonna do the right side too. And we're just gonna mud all the way down the edge of this corner. We're gonna dedicate this project to one of my little ones, Jaden Moon, who is away. And I'm sure it'll come out as beautiful as she is. And just pull that down like so. Okay, we're just gonna mud on the side of our corner. And we're gonna pull this all the way up. We're just trying to wet it. There go ahead and put these guys on here and just pull it down. Just easy. We're just wetting the corner. Clean off our knife. Now let's get our outside paper corner. You can see he's made of metal right here and paper on the outside. Now we're gonna stick our paper corner right into place, just like so. Oh yeah, fit him right on there like that. And lift him up to the top. There. Now we're gonna take our knife and just like the paper, we're gonna scrape all the mud back out. Just take out all that, just like that. We're removing all the mud. When we do our left side of our corner, pull all the mud from out underneath the tape and stick the corner down. You can see this little bubble here. Just get some more mud behind it. Now look at this little rascal right here. Get some mud on him. And what we're doing is we're only hiding that little lip. Mudding is an illusion. See, now you see that little, filled in that little valley. We're just filling in valleys. Add a little water to this next coat because I want to mix it up and I want it to be around the consistency of sour cream. Now I'm using the pre-mixed green top. Let's go ahead and feather this down. Pull it down. There we go. Make your second coat wider than your first. There we go. Take the line out all one direction and that disappears. All right, scrape this guy off here. Little chunky. We get a little bit on the side. Pull it down. Just like that. Get the roll on the side of our knife. Pull it down. Just like that. Good. You can see the tape is thin right there. What you want to do is lay a little more pressure on the wall side and lay off the tape. Just like that. Yeah. I'm putting more pressure on this side and floating the tape side. Make sure you take off that hard edge. Now I'm going to come up this way. I'm going to get the mud on my knife on the other side. Corner. Pull up. Just like that. Now on the second coat of my corner, I'm just gonna lay the mud on there. Just a big fat ball. I'll lay the mud on there. Just like so. Bring it down. And you can see that corner starting to take shape. Now put heavy pressure on the corner side, on the corner bead. Because we want that to be a straight corner. You see that? There you go. The corners are my favorite. They're the funnest. And there's all kinds of different textures. Popcorn and Norfolk veneer and orange peel knockdown. But what we're doing today is the base coat for all of it. Or just fill that in just like that. Corner starts to disappear. Just like that. Pull all that extra down. And one of the big secrets is you gotta know when to quit messing with it. When it looks good, leave it. If it looks good to you, you can always get it on another coat. Now I have a lot of ugliness in here, so I'm gonna run my knife back through. There we go. Filling in valleys, just like that. Filling in valleys, that's what life is like, isn't it? It's hills and valleys. And God gives us the valleys just so we can appreciate the hills. There we go. Now you may wanna, these guys right here, the little guys that hang on the edge after the second coat, you may get the urge to knock them off. Let them live there for a little bit. We'll deal with them later. Just like that. Here's the feather. Now that the side of our corner is dry, let's go ahead and get this sprayed down. Get on your pan. Get that roll of mud just like that. And pull down just like that. Coming here to the third coat of our seam. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out wider than our seam. Way out there. Put it on, take it all back off, fill in the valleys. Here too. That ugly line just disappears. Here we are, this outside corner we created. And if you've worked with me before, you'll know this is my favorite part. You grab a mud knife and you scrape the devil out of it. Now I'm gonna take some mud white and just feather it out. Feather it out, let those lines disappear. And feather out our corner. Just like that. Get a roll on your knife. Pull it down. There we go. It should be a thin coat. You feather it out. There's a third coat. That'll be ready to sand. And put on as many coats as you need. There's no number of coats. It usually takes 3. Sometimes you can do it in 2. If you take 4 coats, take as many coats as you need. Now when that coat's good and dry, you take your 6-inch knife and you got these rascals here. We just scrape the devil out. Now I like to use my 45 wedge sanding block for drywall. So I'm just going to take a light sand, watch these lines here disappear. Don't be overwhelmed, just do one little spot at a time. Big strokes. If you get a tough spot, give it an extra sand. For sanding, now you may want to wear a mask here, or you may not. Now remember these guys. Just throw a light sand on them. Watch it come out. And you can go over any low spots. Just like that, you have a finished project. You learn to repair your home, and you can truly master your domain. If you followed along today, send me a picture. I'd love to see it. Happy mudding. God bless you, friend.